Hello and welcome to the revision of level 10. This is Ahmed Ragab, and today I'm going to do the revision for you. Now in level 10 we've studied lots of things. We've studied lots of things with Mr. Islam and Mr. Amir. They taught us about lots of things. They taught us about some, let's say, Okay, so let's start again. Now, okay, hello everyone. This is the revision of level 10. This is Ahmed Ragab. Okay, I'm going to tell you today, I'm going to revise with you today everything about everything we studied in level 10 with Mr. Amir and Mr. Islam. Now, so today we're going to talk about some topics we've thought about before. Now, we've talked before about the news, and we thought about the sections of the news. Also, we've talked about food. We've talked about, what else? Food, behaviors, and lots of things. Now, so today we're going to sum up some of the things. We're going to watch some videos. We're going to recap some of the grammatical rules because we've talked about the passive voice. We're going to talk about the passive voice again. We're going to talk about the passive voice with the present. We talked about the passive voice before in the past, and all of these things, and I've recapped all of these things with you. Now, so let's start first by talking about the first question we're talking about. What have you been up to? So what have you been up to? Now, I want you to think about the actions that you've been doing recently. I want you to think about what have you been up to recently. And so what have you been up to? So, let's think. What have you been up to? Okay. So, some people say I've been working. Some people say I've been doing something. Some people will say I've been playing football. Some people say I've been doing lots of stuff. Now, okay, before we start anything, let's talk about that thing. News section. Before we start it, let's watch this video about some funny reporters, okay? Now, some funny reporters are going to, funny video.
Today we're at the National Stadium for the grand finals of the Banana Football League. Things are just about to start.
Indeed, a ravishing conclusion. Well, that's all for tonight. I'm Eden Ong.
And I'm Terrence Den. Have a marvelous evening.
Good night.
Cut.
Hello, it's do the Angmo voice too until my throat want to die already.
You must ask me to lower my voice and my
No,
voice like that.
it's like this one. News reading must do the Angmo voice.
okay.
我们去打len啊
Okay. 我买那个很腻的，喉咙痛了，走，拍嘞。
In other news, a man was caught on camera robbing a bank this afternoon. Police are asking for any individuals with information about this suspicious-looking person.
Hi, we are reporting live from NUS, but before that, let me introduce myself. It's my first time on set. My name is Terrence Den. Yeah, you can spell it at TRENCTHEN. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Terrence Den, #handsome.
Hey guys, you got see this or not? Hey, this is super funny. Hey, I show y'all. Hey, you got see not? In other news,
orders for U.S. durable goods tumbled 1% in May, and orders in the key category that signals business investments also increased.
Where these defense-related goods were being stored for a temporary amount of time. We're putting live on scene again right after this segment.
And now for the weather update. There's a thunderstorm heading all the way from Jurong to Tampines.
Right now we have Terrence reporting live on location. He's about to walk us through those new renovations to the stadium. Hi, Terrence. Terrence?
Hi.
Hi, Terrence. How are you? Terrence?
I'm good.
In other news, orders for U.S. durable goods tumbled 1% in May as demand for military equipment fell sharply. But excluding defense-related goods, orders actually rose, and orders in a key category like signal business investment also increased. We are now on location where such goods were said to be deported out of the country and were stored here for a temporary amount of time. As you can see behind me, it is an empty field at the moment, but yesterday this was filled up with goods that were about to be deported to United States and all of her allies. Such goods were reported to be those military key goods that signaled a huge increase of business investment. So as you can see right now, they have all been moved now, and we'll have more news on that later on where they're being deported to. And that's all from Banana News tonight. I'm Matt,
I'm Audrey.
and have a great night. Yes, it's finally done. Let's go get some dinner. I'm gonna put some pants on.
Wow, banana.
Hey, I just watched some sports highlights on my Newsloop app.
Oh, they got videos on Newsloop too.
Yeah, articles, videos, and heaps of categories. I can get my latest updates in just 3 minutes.
3.
There's one thing that's bugging me though.
What? What's that?
Well, it kind of feels like we're being watched.
Actually, I had the same feeling too.
Hey guys, you got see this or not? Hey, this is super funny. Hey, I show you. Hey.
After this video about some reporters, they were making fun of like what happens to reporters. So reporters, they work with the news, they work with the TV channel, so they tell you about the news or anything. Now let's talk about some of the news sections that we've thought about before. Now the first kind of news section we're talking about, the business part. Business part is related to what? Business part is related to, okay, again, so, is it okay now? Okay, now, so let's go back. We're saying business part, the business part here is talking about what? It's talking about anything related to the stock market, anything related to money. Now, let's talk about this part. Now, so we have a word now, we've talked about before. What's this word? This word is the stock market. Stock market is like, for example, Apple, HP, they have some stocks. You buy them and actually like you can sell them and buy them. Like some people they use it to earn money. Now also about business part, anything related to money and economy. So anything related to economy. We've talked about this word before, and we've explained that economy means like the money like situation of a country or of anything. So this is the first section in the news, so that's the business part. Now let's go next. Next we have the health part. The health part is talking about what? Talking about anything related to health. Let's say, for example, like they discovered a new medicine. They discovered a new disease. They discovered like somehow some people are sick. Okay, so health things. So health information, health things that can be helpful for you, so you can actually like get to know how to treat yourself from a specific disease, or get to know how to actually manage a situation, new discovery for a new medicine, okay, a cure for any disease, like a news about the cancer, AIDS, or any of the other diseases like the famous disease. Okay, so that's health. Now let's go next. Local. Local talking about the country itself. Let's say, for example, we're in KSA and we're talking about the local thing in Riyadh, for example. So now the local news, the local things, what's happening around us, okay? So that's the local part or the local section of the newspaper. So the local thing here, I'm talking about like the country itself, what's happening inside the country, inside the region itself, okay, region itself. Let's go next. We have technology. Technology is always about what? About, let's say, cell phone, okay? Let's say computers, laptops, or anything. So anything related to technology comes under this thing. Also in technology, we can add something else, something the science. Okay? So we can add science. Science here means what? Any discovery, scientific discovery or anything related to technology, so comes in this category, this section in the news. Let's go next. Weather. Now the weather, okay. Now let's pay attention to something important. The news we're talking about here, we're talking about the newspaper. Okay? The newspaper. Now, of course, we have different kind of news, actually, things. Like, we have the newspaper. We have magazines. We have articles. We have lots of things. Okay? So, the newspaper is one of them. Okay? So, what we're talking about here, we're talking about sections in the newspaper. Okay? Now, also, in the future, we'll recap what we've talked about before about the news in the TV, the news in the channel, and the reporters at the video that we were watching now. Now let's continue. Entertainment. So that's another section. The section of entertainment is different. As we agreed before, the section is of entertainment that talks about, for example, actors, actresses, new movie, new play, okay? Like something about an actor, specific actor that she or he like got married, or she gave birth, okay? Or that actor is a father now, or a scandal. Also pay attention to something important. Now what's the meaning of scandal? Scandal here, it's somehow, okay, let's try to discuss this part. Now, scandal here means something bad about a person. Let's say, for example, like one of the actors, one of the actresses, he did something wrong. He did drugs, he used cocaine, or he used, for example, weed or hash or anything. So when they talk about it, that's called a scandal, okay? Because everyone knows now. So scandal is a news about you that going to ruin your reputation. Now what's the meaning of reputation? Reputation here means what? Reputation is how people see you. Now, for example, let's say people know about you that you are a good person, you pray, you do good things to people and other things. Okay? So that's called a good reputation. Okay? Now, a bad reputation like a drug dealer, or a bad person, or a belly dancer, or whatever. So these people, most of the time, they have bad reputation. So the scandal will mess with your reputation. Also, in the entertainment part, they can talk about rumors. Okay, what's the meaning of rumor? Rumor is a news which is not true. How? Like, for example, let's say about an actor and actress. They got married. Okay? So, after a while, after 1 month, in the news, you find it, they got divorced. Okay? And it's not true. That's a rumor. And people keep on talking about this rumor that they got divorced and nothing happened. They're still married. So that's the rumor. Also, we have one kind of a rumor we need to talk about it. The hoax. Now, what is the hoax? Okay, we agree that the hoax is a rumor, okay? Now, but what is the hoax? Okay, most of the time, the hoax is about someone died. For example, let's say, tomorrow I open the news and I find, okay, they say, for example, Adil Imam died. Okay, that's actor, Adil Imam, he died. It's not true. He's still alive. So that's a hoax. So most of the time, hoax, they use it for death cases. But it's equal to rumor. It's equal to saying something was not true. Like, for example, let's say, some people said that in this building there is a bomb. Okay, so some people said in this building there is a bomb. Okay, bomb, so it will explode. And it's not true. There is no bombs here. So that's a hoax. And as we agreed before, as we thought about this thing before, we said MB always be silent. So MB always be silent. So it's a bomb, not a bomb. So it's a bomb. Okay? So that's for the entertainment. Entertainment can be good and can be bad. Entertainment is related how to have fun. Some people, they have fun with bad news about other people. Some people, they have fun with listening or like reading about an actor got married or actress got married or whatever. So it depends on that. But normally in this section, all these different things. Let's go next. Lifestyle. Now lifestyle here, okay, this section is talking about different things. Now, how different things? Now, lifestyle news section maybe is talking about a new fashion. Or maybe it's talking about a new thing about people. Okay, let's have like a piece. Okay, let's have a piece from a newspaper talking about lifestyle so we can understand this. Okay, so that's a lifestyle magazine. Now what do you see here? So let's look at this picture. Lifestyle. So in here she's talking about lipstick. Maybe she's going to talk about fashion. Maybe she's going to talk about a new model like news or whatever. So that's a lifestyle thing. So lifestyle here is talking about your life. Sometimes fashion, sometimes related to new trends and other things. Okay? Now, let's go next. We have the sports section. Okay. The sports, of course, from the word sports, so it's talking about sports, different sports. News about the players, news about some specific sport. A team won, defeated another team, so something like that. So let's give an example. So let's say two famous teams, like for example Real. Okay, so Real Madrid and Barcelona. Okay, so these are two famous teams. So they were playing. Okay, so they were playing a match, and let's say the score was like this. So the news, you'll find it like this. So the score was 4-3. So the news will be like this. Barcelona defeats Real Madrid. It's 4 goals. So that's the news about sport. So talking about any news related to sport, or an act, or for example, another player was sold, like when Real Madrid actually bought Gareth bail, and they kept on talking about in the news, talking about and everything. So that's the sport part. Talk about anything related to sport. Now let's go next to travel. Travel here talks about like the touristic things. Like I'm going to travel to, for example, USA. I'm going to travel to Turkey. I'm going to travel to, let's say, Kuwait, Qatar, or I'm going to travel to Egypt. So all of these, okay, I'm talking about different places I'm going to travel to. So all of these places, like he talks about it, he talks about the touristic places in that place and other things. World, it depends on the place. Like for example, let's say, like a newspaper, like here in KSA or something like that. So this newspaper, we'll talk about what? We'll talk about, let's say, other world in USA, other world in England, let's say Australia or any other place. Okay, so that's the world thing. So these are some of the sections we can talk about in the news. We recap them, of course. They were actually explained before with videos and other things. Now we just recapping them. So I hope they're all clear. So let's say them again fast. Okay, the first section we talked about, business. The second, health. The third, local. The fourth, technology. And we said science as well. Weather. Entertainment. We have scandal, reputation, talks, rumors, and the pronunciation is bomb. Then we have the lifestyle. Then we have sports. Then we have travel, world. Okay, so these are the different types of section that we have in the newspaper. Okay, now let's watch a small video about someone who's talking about some sections of the newspaper. Here, so from Joe here, he talked about different lessons, different sections of like the newspaper, and then he talked about the newspaper. Had lots of sections, and he talked about most of them, editorial and all of them. Now, to learn about these things more, I want you to watch the things and listen to them more than one time. Like, for example, the video for Joe here, I want you to listen to it more than one time. Get to know what did you hear exactly. What are the things that are missing? What do you miss? What should you do? And all of these things. All of these things are going to help you a lot, you know. Like, for example, if I listen to that video more than one time, I learned five new vocabulary. Now, when I listen to this video, I learned the vocabularies in sentences. You see, he's saying a sentence, so I'm learning the whole sentence. So this is how I improve myself in English. Now, you're level 11, so if you're going to be level 11 on me. So you should actually do whatever it takes so you can speak English fluently. That's the question always. Am I speaking English fluently or not? So the key is not just speaking English. No, it's speaking English with a correct and a good way. How to speak English in a correct and a good way? Now, in a correct and a good way, always is about like learning English from like listening a lot. As we agreed before, listening is the key. So the key to learn correct English is to listen a lot. So I need you to do a lot of listening. Okay. Okay. Now let's go for another thing. Now let's go for what Mr. Amir talked about. Now Mr. Amir talked about behavior. He explained what's the meaning of behavior. Let's explain it again. Now behavior is what you do. Like we have good behaviors and bad behaviors. So what you do with people, that how do you behave? How do you deal with people? So that's the meaning of behavior. Now let's go for the first behavior. What's this? What do you see in the picture here? Like Mr. Amir talked about, but let's talk about it again. Now what's this? What's this thing? Yes. That thing is called a gift. Very nice. So a gift. So this is a gift. Okay, if we're talking about this gift, so what's happening? What's the verb here? Yes, very nice. So here he's giving a gift. So give a gift. So that's what? Good or bad behavior? Yes, this is a good behavior. So here if we're talking about it, so that's a good behavior. Okay, now let's go next. What's this? What is she doing? And where are they? What's this called? Yes, this is a C. And she's what? She's doing what? Kick someone's chair. So, what's this action? This action is annoying. What's me annoying? That I'm not okay with it. So, annoying. So, I guess if we're talking about this action, that's bad action. Okay, so that's not a good action. Yeah, that's better. Now, let's go next. Now, it's that thing. Now, in the movie theater, so do you like it when people talk in the movie theater? When you watch a movie or something, do you like it when people talk? That's a bad behavior. What's this called? Annoying talking in the cinema or something like that. Talking while watching a movie. Like, sometimes when we watch movies, like we have that kind of friend who always knows everything, or he or she has watched the movie before, so they keep on ruining that movie, ruining the plot of the movie. So Mr. Amir told you before about the plot. Plot means what? Yes, the idea about the movie. Okay? Now, let's go next. What's this? You see here? So, what's this? What do we see here? What's this called? Yes, this is a parking lot. Okay. A parking lot here is divided into two. So we have two sections here. But in this person is actually parking his car in the middle. So we ruined it for any other person. So what's this called? Taking more than one parking space. So that's a good or a bad behavior? Oh, that's a bad behavior. Very nice. This is a bad behavior. Very nice. Let's go next. What's this? She's what? She's helping him. Very nice. Helping someone. Is it a good or a bad behavior? Of course, that's a good behavior. Helping someone. Let's go next. Okay. So what's that? She's talking on the phone. He's trying to talk to her. Who's annoying here? He is. So talking over someone. You understand the idea? Now I'm talking on the phone and someone is talking to me. So that's okay. I'm talking on the phone. Someone's talking to me. So I tell him, please wait. I'm on the phone. So that's talking over someone. Now what's this? Remember the first one? She gave or a gift. Here she what? She shares. Okay? So she shares. What do I mean by shares? She shared her things. Okay. She shared the cookie that she has. Okay. So she shared a cookie that she has. So there was an experiment before. So they did it on kids. Let's watch this video about it. Okay, so have you watched this? The kids were sharing some things. They left them alone and they shared the thing. So this is sharing. Like, okay, now I have extra. Why don't you take it with me? So this is sharing, the idea of sharing. So of course, this is a good, I'm sorry, a good thing. Okay, so go next. So what's this? What's happening in the picture here? What did Mr. Amin say? Yes, that's cutting in line. That means what? That means, like, for example, we have a line. I'm the second person. Someone comes in front of me. So that's cutting in line. Okay? So next, what's this? That's the thing, like, that's common somehow, like in lots of Arab world countries. So what's this? Rubbish. So littering. So this is called littering. Littering when you throw the rubbish in the street or in the room. Like for example, you can litter in your room. For example, in the room here, like I have like pack of chips, I eat it and I throw it. That's littering. So I have to throw it where? Yes, I have to throw it in the garbage.